Hello YouTube, Mos7Wan7ed here. It's another episode of my Feed the Beast Ultimate Edition. Um, in between episodes, I went ahead and switched out the rubber trees for regular oak trees. I might end up putting it back to rubber, but I figured I would just get some saplings and stuff off of the farm. I did a little maths with Greg Tech and some other mods, trying to figure out if I was going to do biofuel, what would be the best way. And of course, it seemed like saplings would be pretty good. The trees grow fast, they get chopped down. But you only get about 1, 2, or is at most, I think, 3 saplings per tree. But this guy has the ability of shearing off leaves. So you would get every single leaf that the tree laid. If you get 3 leaves, sorry. Here's a plant ball. This is what I'm thinking. I could take the leaves, and it only takes 8 to create a plant ball. Plant ball in a fermenter is half a bucket, whereas a single sapling is 1.7 buckets. So if the tree dropped 3, you would have enough fuel for 2 buckets. But if you got a normal tree growth, that's about 50 leaves, which is enough for 3 buckets of fuel. So I'm thinking it's probably a bit better if I was going to try to get biofuel to take the leaves rather than the saplings. I haven't created an auto crafting table or anything like that yet. Wow, this is just a huge tree that didn't cut down all the way. Oh, there we go. Let's see if it takes it down from the top, even though it's not connected. Yeah, cool. This is actually quite a bit better than Safeguards. It cuts down quicker, allowing more trees to grow and stuff. Anywho, so I think I'm going to go with maybe crafting these plant balls. And then if you compress them, they become compressed plant balls. Then that could go into the fermenter to create biofuel or biomass. And then you put it into a still to get biofuel. And that's kind of a cool way of me still being able to use a little bit of buildcraft power to power stuff rather than purely using the diesel engines. Gives me another fuel source in case the oil runs out also. I could burn biofuel in the diesel generators. It just burns quite a bit less. I think it's like 20k per bucket, whereas fuel is over 400. So it's quite a bit less. At that point, I might use it only as a stopgap before getting a steam boiler going, because it's only biofuel is only half of fuel in a steam boiler. Anywho, so that's kind of like what I'm thinking about doing. Off cam, I created this tank, so it's another 5.4 mil tank for biofuel, and I built a compressor, rebuilt a compressor, couldn't find the old one, and stuck a ME export, which is sending plant balls into the machine. And then there's an ME import here that is emptying the machine whenever something gets complete. It gets pulled out. So what I've got now is a bunch of compressed plant balls. Not very many. I'm thinking about upgrading that to an advanced compressor. I forget which one it's called, Singularity or something. Let me look it up real quick. It's got some Greg Tech to it, so I'm not in a rush to do it. I think it will have some Greg Tech. No, it doesn't. Okay. So it's just a compressor, advanced block. Well, the advanced block's got a little bit of Greg Tech, but that's just a plate bending machine, I think. And then some obsidian. Yeah, I need to create these plates. But other than that, I mean, it's still refined iron, bronze, and tin. So just one extra step. I've got the machine. I can hook it up downstairs to bend the plates. No big deal. So I might upgrade that compressor as well. But what I want to do right now, I've got aqueous accumulator, I've got liquid ducts, I've got an ME export. What I want to do is start the biofuel process. I could do oak saplings. These are the oak leaves that I've got already 50,000 oak leaves. And then 13,000 plant balls. So that's almost worth probably 10, somewhere between 9 and 10,000 saplings. I guess, something like that. It's a little bit less than a sapling's worth, but yeah. Alright, so let me go ahead and we're going to go ahead and make the fermenter. So the fermenter needs water, and it needs some plant matter. So we're going to need some bronze, we're going to need a sturdy casing and gears. So what is that? 16 plus another 8. So we need a decent amount of bronze. I don't know. Maybe I don't have the bronze in the... I'm going to do another small ME network for all this random stuff. I just haven't got around to it. That could be enough bronze. Should be enough bronze. I've built a couple more 16s, ME 16K storage cells, just to deal with all this stuff that's going to be popping into the inventory. I also tweaked what was in my deep storage units. Some things that were in the deep storage unit really kind of wasn't as populous as some of the other things. I think, for instance, I think iron. I don't remember. I took some things out of the storage units that are no longer being stored in the storage units. So let me go ahead and get this going. Doing sturdy casing, that's the easy one. Okay, we've got sturdy casing, then we need to do 4 gears. It all starts out at wood. Okay, so we just need to go to stone before we go to bronze. Alright, and then some glass. Here's our fermenter. So we'll get power. I need some buckets of water. I should put an infinite water source. I very rarely need it right now, but it's not. I don't normally need buckets of water. How are we doing over here? I don't know. I'll come back. We'll get it later. Alright, so let's go ahead and set this up. Make cable, fermenter. Alright, so I want to use this section of pipe for the fermenter so I don't have an extra drop in power somewhere else. For every connection on the network of cabling, you lose a little bit of power, 5% per connection. So if I connect it like this, that won't work actually. I think I have to come up from the bottom with water. So I'm thinking I connect up the front. I won't be able to see the machine run, but I'll know it's running. Yeah, me get my wrench real quick. I built another of these little bibliocraft devices for my portal gun. I can't put the portal gun in the other ones because right-clicking doesn't really work. But those bibliocraft, I can right-click the box itself and it creates a little inventory window I can drop the gun in. Alright, so I think I'm just going to drop this right behind it. Right there. So I probably want it facing me. Alright, and the reason why I'm doing this is it's going to be close to the ME network. Real close. So I could just drop export bus on top. ME cable connected up. Then I can configure this to suck up or to send out saplings. And then we're instantly making fuel. As soon as I get the water headed this way. Just do a sapling. Sweet. Okay, we're dumping saplings in. Now I remember what needs to go on the bottom. So I actually need another export. So I'll put the other export here, and then the water will just come in from the back. Alright, so put the water here. And here. Aqueous accumulator goes there. And alright. Just need one liquid duct. I don't know if that will work. You getting water? Yes, cool. Alright. The other import bus or export bus needs to be sending something I haven't even made yet. I need to make some fertilizer. Fertilizer is made with apatite and it's either sand or dirt. Or maybe it's like that. Let me look it up. It's actually a few steps to it. Okay. It's shaped, not shapeless. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a bunch of it. It doesn't burn all that quick, so that should last a while. I still have quite a bit of it left, so nice. Alright, so that's the fertilizer. Now I need to make another. Make another export bus. It means I'm going to need 2 more quartz cables, or ME cables. I'm really short on them, so I'm just going to make some ME cables also. Quartz and glass. I tweaked my furnace just a bit. I put an ME interface next to it, so it should, as I run things through here, it should automatically put it into the ME network. Rather than a chest, it's just going to be sitting behind in a corner that I can't really access. I could just yank it out of here. Okay, that should be enough for now. Alright. So now I need to go ahead and make one of those. I need to make a processor. Okay, I need to cook it. Just stick it in line in front of this. Alright. Iron, redstone, quartz. Alright, and I need to turn this into an interface. That's what I need one of those ME cables for. Matrix, glass, and iron. And then finally we need a piston. Piston. Matrix, iron, and another ME cable. Alright, so here's our export. I'll need just a little bit of that fertilizer. Alright. Almost done. Okay. You get in here. And wrench it around like that. Right click it, throw a fertilizer in there, and now it should be pumping in fertilizer. Sweet. Alright, so now we have to get the fertilizer out. Not the fertilizer, the biomass it's creating right now we need to get out. So, yeah. Just gonna just come over and then down. Okay, went down just a little bit too much. Alright, I'm actually thinking about making a smaller biomass tank because I'll put enough stills to keep it running. I'll put more than enough stills to turn it. Maybe I'll just go straight into some stills. That sounds like a plan to me. So let me make some stills real quick. And we won't even do a biomass tank. We'll just go straight into stills. So starting casing. See, these are really, really easy to make. Just need 2 starting casings, which means we need more bronze. Okay, that's shapeless crafting. So 3 copper and a tin. I'll just do that over here. That's a lot of tin waiting to be processed. Alright. Maybe there was some glass involved. Sturdy casing. And some redstone. 2 stills. Alright, might need a bit of conduit too, just to get it hooked up. Conduits. Should be some in here. Yep. Alright. This is going good. Yes, going good. Routing this conduit might be a bit tricky. Just pick this up. I don't want to make another connection along the front of the device. Along the ME. Shoot. What's good about these things is, I mean, you can go a million miles and it's not gonna hurt the performance any. But if I make this connection, it's gonna hurt the performance. Unless I wrench it out, that might work. So I'd like to be able to see what's going on with it. It'll just come off at the top instead. Alright, let me make some room here for the stills. I'll just do all of this back here. If you're wondering why I have wood back here, I had a nice little room just over here off my old basement for some villagers, but I'm not doing that anymore right this second. So the stills only need the biomass. I'll stack it. That works. Come in. I'm going to do the power. I like to be able to see the fronts of the machine, so I might just come in this way. Yeah, there is a conduit. Oh. And I'll just come along the back with the conduit. Probably find some way to clean this up later, but it works. That is always the most important part. Okay, come up with the... I can't come up with the liquid duct. I have to reroute the ME cable. This is getting tight. Alright, go out with the ME cable. Like so. Then I can come up with the liquid duct. Like so. Wrench this out. And I need a lever. Oh boy. There's my out right there. Alright, stick this on the opposite wall. Alright. Is it going into this machine? No. Okay, I'll just have to move the machine down one. Give it some... I didn't have to break both of them, but... Alright. That'll give me enough separation. Separation between the liquid ducts. You know what, now that I have this like this, I could probably even, I could bring it forward one. I don't really have to worry about any interference going on with the, I mean, then I'll be able to see it. Not just kind of see it. Alright, so that'll be that. That. Then put the stills back down. Alright, and then just come off the other side with some liquid duct. And this goes to our output. Alright, I need to do some figuring on this one. So I need to go down. Just come in from the, or go up. There we go. Works for me. I go straight down there. Close this up. Close this up. Wait. There we go. It helps to do this when the liquid duct is empty. Because if I had turned it on, then I'd have a problem with the connections. Alright. Now I need 2 more levers. Or a lever and a cable, but I think I've got some levers in here. Yep. Ooh, lightning. Lots of it. Not much rain though. Alright. No, that won't work. And I really want it to work, so I need to change something here. I could go down 1 before I go back. Okay, that works for me. And then I wrench these out. And we have fuel. Nice. Alright. I'll probably just do some paneling or closing up of the holes here. Yeah, I'll close all that up later. So, what? Can't get in there anymore. This somehow got turned sideways. Oh. A little side note to everyone that decides to use facades for stuff. If you break a facade off of an ME cable, you actually break the ME cable too. Oh, shoot. That's not working. There we go. I'm just going to grab a bit more cobble. See if I can start closing some of this up. No creepers or anything ridiculous spawning in the back. And I'll put some facades there. Alright. Works for me for now. Alright, so now our tank, oh yeah, biofuel, 7 buckets already. And currently we're using just saplings, but I could use compressed plant balls as well. So what I might do is reconfigure to include the plant balls. Just the compressed ones, of course. Include these saplings too. Alright. That works. Alright, so I have to get to the fermenter. You are back here. Ah! Good things you don't break when they're hit by stuff. Alright. So compressed plant ball. Because these are actively producing. Something like that, maybe. I will eventually go back to the rubber tree saplings for methane cells and stuff. I want to be able to produce those. Okay. Now let's put the facades I have back on. And I've got some more facades over here. It's my assembly table there. There we go. Facades will make everything look so much better. I can't do facades on these guys, though. I could... No. I was thinking I could bury this in the wall, but it wouldn't work. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. This is our planter, and we got tons of saplings. I'm sure we're producing saplings too, but less than if we were making... Alright, we're already 10. Less if we were doing the rubber trees. Mining machines running. There's saplings. That's apples from maybe Steve. So we're actually making... we've got 2 farms running. We've got Steve running, and then we've got the Mine Factory farm running. If it ends up being I'm getting way more than I need for rubber trees, what I might do is I think you can configure this to do multiple different things. Sections of the farm to grow different things. I think it could be sectioned off. If that's true, then I'll try to have a section grow some other more useful things, like wheat for bread. Wheat can also be used to be turned into methane after you make the bread. And if you remember that trick where you can take one wheat, turn it into flour, and then cook it into bread, you can make wheat really well, really quick, lots of it. I'm just not sure how well wheat would run in that type of farm. And I might switch that to a wheat farm before I switch it over to rubber, just to see how well it runs. But it's in. We are now producing biofuel. We've got tons of saplings, already up to 12 buckets of biofuel. We've got tons of saplings and plant balls. So we got 92, that'll be 94. 96. 99, 110,000 potential, feedstock, worth of feedstock for the fermenter. And it does like we might be able to put another still in, because it's like jammed right there. And I might do, there's a cool little device I really haven't had a need for, but I think I have a need for it now. And that is the ME, it's a inventory indicator item. This one, the storage monitor. So we need a level emitter. Alright, I might try and squeeze this into the episode. So basic processor. Okay. Cook you. And we need like an ME cable and a redstone torch. Where are you? And some iron. It's actually really easy to make. Most of the little ME devices require the ME interface. Where's the monitor again? Okay, wow, that's it? Okay. I might make some more of these. Don't know what for yet, because it took me a while to figure out I need this one. I'll show you what I'm going to be using it for real quick. I want to keep an eye on the fertilizer level inside the system. So right now we have 300. That's plenty, but as the fertilizer gets used, I want to make sure. Let's see. I could put it above this, I guess. Like that. Bam. Alright, cool. So I'll be able to keep an eye on how much fertilizer is available for the fermenter. So as I pop down, I can glance over and check it out. So that's awesome. It's really easy to make. Highly recommend it. Alright, put this in there. And it just went up to 4. Cool. And how many buckets we got before we go? 17, almost 18 buckets already. This thing is cooking. I might do another still, just to make it 3 stills. But I'll do that off cam. Don't really have time to make another still right now. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching an episode of my Feed the Beast Ultimate video series. If you had any questions, comments, or ideas about what went on in the video, then please leave me some feedback in the comment section below. Also, if the video was helpful, useful, or entertaining to you, then please like the video. If you did find this episode entertaining, then feel free to visit my YouTube channel and find the Feed the Beast Ultimate playlist to watch other videos. And subscribe while you're there so you know when the next video is available. See you next time.